I'm Chuck Lawrence. This is a quick video about the installation of the alpha release of the Adapt Authoring Tool version 1. It's a video for anyone who may need a little help with configuration values. I'm going to skip the setup of prereqs, meaning Node, Git, Mongo. I'm assuming that anyone who wants to test the alpha release is already using the authoring tool and has these installed. But make sure that Node is version 14. Git is version 2, and your Mongo is version 3 or better. If you're on Windows and you have previously installed Mongo, it probably is running, but it's easy to check.
Go to the Windows search bar and type in Services and click the app. Then scroll down to the M's and verify that Mongo is running. Okay, now let's get to the installation. I'm going to make a folder to identify the installation. I'm going to call it Server Refactor, but that's just arbitrary. I'm going to right-click on the new folder to open Git Bash here. I highly recommend that you use Git Bash rather than Windows command. So much easier, much less hassle. We need the URL to clone, so I'm going out to the repo and I'm going to copy it. And paste it and clone it. From here we need to move into the root of the project in order to install the node modules. Our next command is npm install. Okay, now honestly, this can take a little while, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. So be patient. I'm going to edit this to speed things along. Okay, with the files installed, it's time to configure and initialize the app. We'll start the installer with Npm Run Installer. The installer is going to open a browser window to step us through configuration. There are a lot of values that can be configured, but most of them have defaults that are just fine for someone working on a standalone computer. So the installer hides these in the advanced settings, and we'll focus on the handful left for us. First, we need a value for a token secret. This is not a production server, so I'm not going to worry about what I use. I'll be more careful with the connection string for Mongo. I believe that I can be Spartan and use just the server import, maybe just the server. But Adapt will create a named database, and I don't want it to run into any conflicts with the existing databases I have in there. So I'm going to extend the string with my own database name. It will be easy to find when I'm through with testing and want to delete it. The final 4 values are easy because I'm working locally. If you're professional IT working on networked server, I trust you'll be able to track down the values related to your environment. Okay, we end up with a request for one more token secret. Again, I'm not going to spend much effort on this. So let's submit and get this going. This phase should not take nearly as long as installing node modules. But if it seems like it's hanging, it's time to check your Git Bash terminal and see if it's reporting any errors. No errors for us, so we're going to configure a super admin user and be done with it. Email address, password, and submit. This is your ultimate success screen. The message is telling us that the installation is complete. So if we want to run the authoring tool, we'll need to return to the project root and run npm start. The location is the same as previous versions of the authoring tool, but the command is different. Instead of node server, we're using npm start. Login is the same as before. And the dashboard looks the same too. Okay, that's the installation. If you are unsuccessful, check your versions of Node, Git, and Mongo. And npm. Seems npm version 6 works best with Node 14. Make sure you don't have another authoring tool or application running on port 5000 also. And if you have to start from the beginning, see if the database was created in Mongo before you get started. If it was, delete it. It's easy to do. Here's what it looks like with MongoDB Compass. I find my database and I click the trash can. Now I have a clean start with my second attempt. Hopefully you'll have success the first time and not have to do this. Please give the release some attention. There will be bugs. We need your help finding them. Report any you find using the link in the video description. Thank you.